Welcome back to the weekend preview. Just a quick reminder then of the fixtures we've got to look forward to for this weekend. It all starts at Villa Park tomorrow as Aston Villa take on Arsenal. A big game at the bottom between Burnley and Brighton. Newcastle take on Southampton. Fulham, desperately in need of a win, take on West Ham United, and second place Manchester United are facing Everton. On Sunday, 4 matches to look forward to, including Tottenham looking to get back to winning ways against West Brom. It's Wolves, Leicester, the headline game, Liverpool against Manchester City, Sheffield United take on Chelsea, which we'll be discussing shortly. And then it all rounds up on Monday night as Leeds take on Crystal Palace at Ellen Road. Our focus now then is at bottom side Sheffield United, who are taking on a Chelsea side who are unbeaten under their new manager Thomas Tuchel. Let's hear from him and Chris Wilder now.
Well, I haven't got a crystal ball to know what the number's going to be at the end of the season to stay in a division, but we've got to win. We've got to win some games, of course, and obviously we've got off to recently we've got off to some decent results on the board for us, and we've got to continue that. The players understand that, so they're under no illusions. But I'm under no some decent results on the board for us, and we've got to continue that. The players understand that, so they're under no illusions. But I'm under no illusions. The players under no illusions who we're up against again. So it's all of a sudden, just because we've got Man United and Man City out of the way, it don't become any easier on Sunday evening with the team that we're up against and the players that will travel to Bramall Lane. Whatever tactics they play, whatever formation system they play, they've got world-class players that have paid huge amounts of money for, starting and on the bench, and some that are not even getting in the squad. So it's another huge challenge for us, and one we'll look forward to.
I simply know no other approach than to take it step by step, and the most important is now that we don't lose the focus tomorrow and to take care about the guys who were not on the pitch today and get a lot of attention. So we have to take care about them tomorrow, and to take care about our quality and our atmosphere in the dressing room, that we are able to compete again on Sunday. We have only 2 games. Maybe we need some changes to be sharp again, and to be physical again, and that we are able to compete on the highest level in the next away game against a strong Sheffield and a very physical Sheffield side which won the last games. And this is all we focus on, and the rest, we have no influence on the rest, and we have enough to do to take care about ourselves.
Well, it's been a good start for Thomas Tuchel at Chelsea, hasn't it, Glenn? Unbeaten in 3 games, a big win last night, which you were there to see at the Tottenham Stadium. What have we learnt about Thomas Tuchel so far?
Well, I've been impressed in the sense that it's the way they've played. They've had the draw and the 2 wins, but the way the players are playing, they've got clarity. They know exactly what he's told them, what they've worked on the training ground. It's slightly... Frank Lampard played 3 at the back. He's done that before. He's played it in Europe quite a bit. But he slightly changed it, whereas, like Mount, if you like, and Hudson-Odoi, like last night, they played in inside forward positions. So the width would come just purely from the wing-backs, whereas Frank had the wider players in front of them. And I think they outload people in midfield. He's really trying to outload people. Got 4 in midfield, he's got the 2 holding players, which gives them a bit of protection. So the system is working straight away. He's looked at the players and he said, well, I can play this system. He might change in 2 or 3 weeks' time. He might change it to a back 4 or whatever and play a different system. But they look like they know exactly, they're making little blind runs. They look as if they've been playing his system, this system, for years. And it's like clockwork, particularly first half last night against Burnley. Totally dictated the play, gave your opponents, whoever they're playing against, they're giving them problems all the time. They'll miss Thiago if he's out for a little while, I've got to say. But I've been very impressed with the performances as well as their results. Yeah. Sometimes you can get away with a win, and you think, well, we didn't play so well here. I've got some work on my hands. He is so excited about having that squad, and what a squad he's got.
What's his philosophy as a manager? I think in that first game, he had about 833 passes, didn't he, in that game? What is his philosophy as a manager in the style of football?
He's very much influenced by Pep Guardiola. They used to meet up in Munich when Guardiola was there and talk tactics with Pepper Mills and stuff at the table for hours and hours.
We've all done that.
I think he wants his team to have the ball. He wants them to dominate, but he also wants them to be incisive and not just have possession for possession's sake, combined with the ability to... People were laughing a little bit when he's talking about the amount of times they won the ball back in the final third after the Burnley game, because it's not the sort of thing that, you know, you hear in the post-match interview. But for him, it was very important. Yeah. He said 16 times we won the ball back in the final third to show, yes, you know, we are switched on, we know what we're doing, we're protecting the positions in a way that allows the front players to immediately counter-press. And that's worked well. And I think there is a clarity, there's a structure that's beginning to emerge. You can see that things are kind of have a shape now. And unfortunately, before that, Chelsea had a lot of potential, but they looked a little bit lost. They looked lost on the pitch. I think they didn't have the togetherness because some players were left out and they didn't feel happy about it. You can see now him trying to bring back some of the older players, trying to open things up, trying to give everyone the feeling that they have a chance of being part of the squad.
He actually said that in the interview, didn't he, Rafa? He said, important today is the players that didn't play. So he would have been out there training with them. He would have been with them players who didn't play, the subs, the ones that weren't even in the squad. So he's working with them, looking at them. Yes, of course, he's got to get to know them players because he doesn't know them. But they're going to feel, OK, you know, the manager's not preparing for the next game. He's worried about us for this morning. And he's worked with them, and I think he will freshen the team up a little bit. There'll be a few changes there. He just said he needs a bit more energy maybe for this game. So you can see straight away he's got his feet, what I call got your feet right under the table quickly, and he feels at home there. And that's a good news for every Chelsea fan. Yeah,
and a positive start, which always helps as a new boss. What about Sheffield United? They really have started to pick up points.
11 points, Jules, overtaking my Derby side.
They are. And beating West Brom in the week would have been huge for them. Is it too much to ask for them to get out of this relegation scrap? They're 11 points from safety.
I think it's too much. Yeah. And the only reason I say that is, like last year when they came in, everyone was so surprised with the way they were playing. But when they went into games, there was a lot of games there. You're in the Premier League, you're not expected to win. A point today would be OK, whoever you're playing. You know, we could play, not for a point, but if we get a point, that's a great... So the pressure's not on you so much. Now, they don't care who you're playing, the top teams or the teams down the bottom, they've got to win. Now, that mentally, for them players, is so much different. Yeah. You know, if you're 60 minutes into a game and you're one down, a point isn't going to be enough. You're thinking, we've got to win this game. We've got to get 2 goals to get back in this game. I just think that pressure on them is going to be too much. Yes, they've responded quite well recently. Do I think they can get out from that position? I really don't.
OK, right, we've taken you round all of our featured games now, so let's bring you up to speed with what else is going on up and down the division as we head around the grounds.